Take two.
We don't take two, we just edit. It's day 6 of our vacation. Today is Tuesday. We are almost to the Grand Canyon. So we have reservations at the trailer campground in the Grand Canyon Village. It's the only campground in the Grand Canyon Village that has full hookups. And I suggest, if you plan on staying, that you make your reservations as soon as possible. I made these reservations last year in December, and even then they didn't have the exact dates I wanted. I had to change the dates just a little bit. So plan ahead. If you're coming to the Grand Canyon and you want to stay right in the Grand Canyon Village. And we just left Seligman's, which is the original of Route 66, where the first gift shop was, and of course we spent some money. Sitting there minding our own business, eating dinner. Have some friends join us. It is our last night at the Grand Canyon, so we have had a great time. I am pretty much exhausted, but we've had a really good time. So a couple things about if you plan on coming to the Grand Canyon. So we stayed at the Trailer Village RV park. It's the only campground that is in the Grand Canyon Village that has full hookups. So like I said, I think I said in another video that I made these reservations in December of last year. So if you have any plans on coming to the Grand Canyon and you want to stay in the Grand Canyon Village, which is really nice because you're just minutes from anywhere, you do have to, like, some other videos make it sound like you can just walk there, but I mean, if you want to walk, I mean, it's not far, but we drove to the visitor center and then we parked and then we walked right to. But there's a grocery store here. There is a laundromat. Although I wasn't able to use the laundromat, I went today to check it out, and they said that I think you have to sign in, and a lot of things are closed because of COVID still. So just keep that in mind if you come here thinking that everything's open. Everything is not open. There was 2 bus routes. There's the blue, the red, the orange. There's another one. But 2 of the routes are not running because of COVID still. If you want to ride the bus, you have to have a mask on. We found in New Mexico that a lot of things were closed. You have to have a mask on no matter where you go in New Mexico. I stopped at a lot of, when we entered a different state, I would stop in the visitor center. The visitor center for New Mexico was closed. They said indefinitely. So just keep that in mind when you're traveling out west. New Mexico, pretty much everything is shut down. Well, not shut down. A lot of things are shut down, but if you do go into a gas station, a restaurant, you have to wear a mask. In Arizona, they ask you if you have not been vaccinated that you wear a mask. But of course, I mean, nobody's asked us for our card or anything showing that we've been vaccinated. So, but for the buses in the Grand Canyon, you do have to wear a mask. Also, we did get a few groceries at the grocery store here in the Grand Canyon, and let me tell you, it was expensive. So, which, I mean, we had filled up on groceries when we first left. We just needed to get a few other things. Just to give you an example, a bag of ice was $6.50. So just be prepared. If you can stop before you come to the Grand Canyon, or just keep in mind that things are going to be a lot more expensive just for the convenience of not having to leave the Grand Canyon Park. If you do leave the Grand Canyon Park, or you have to get a pass for the national park, which was for us, for a car for a week, was $35. And if you leave the Grand Canyon National Park, so you leave and you come back in, every time you come back in, you have to show them that paper, the pass that you have. There's no lane that, you know, they're going to give you a sticker on your car or anything. You have to come through. So far, we haven't had any trouble with the line. The line hasn't been long, but I've seen in other videos that the line can be, you know, outrageous. A couple hours wait. But I mean, we've waited maybe 5-10 minutes at the most. So it's been pretty nice. That has been our experience at the Grand Canyon. There's no way to describe the Grand Canyon. It is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So just come on out and visit and take a look for yourself. On our way home from the Grand Canyon. We have had a long trip, but it's been a great trip. So I just wanted to go over a couple things that I forgot to mention before. So when you go to the national park, if you are a veteran or military or retired military, you can get into any national park, pretty sure any national park, for free. So make sure that you mention that. You just have to show them some ID that you have been, either you're a veteran or you're in the military or retired military, and you can get in for free. Also, when you stop on Route 66 Center for each state, they have this passport book. This was Oklahoma. These ones, if it's for just the state, Oklahoma, I got one for Oklahoma. I also got one for Arizona. And these ones are free. Or you can get the Route 66. It's called the Mother Road Route 66. This one is $10, but it has all of the Route 66 stops from Illinois all the way to California. So if you plan on, even if you plan on, obviously we didn't do the whole Route 66, but if you plan on doing it all, there's certain places. I got this in Winslow, Arizona at the Visitor Center, and it was $10, like I said. Or if you go to the Visitor Center at each state, these ones are free. So they're just fun little passport books. And so, like when we went to Pops, the restaurant that had the 700 different types of sodas, that was in the passport book, and they'll stamp your book. Or if you go, when we went to the Jackrabbit place, they stamped it. Wherever you go on Route 66, they'll stamp it for you. And it'll say in the book different things in the book of where each stop is. So that's just kind of something fun to do. And like I said, if you go to each state, those ones are free. Or if you want to get the official Mother Road one, that one costs a little bit of money. But so that was fun.